The Berserker is the newest card getting added to Clash Royale, and she is only 2 Elixir and still ridiculously strong. She has 1200 HP, which is going to survive a fireball, really high damage per second, but a low, like, per swing damage, very fast hit speed, and instantly stands out as probably the strongest 2 Elixir card in the game. So what decks would the Berserker be best in? Now, this is kind of an interesting question because right now she feels like a very versatile card. I mean, as far as you could probably fit her in any deck in the game, although she's going to be strongest, it appears, in cycle decks just because of the fact that, you know, she's not that... Let's compare to the Barbs. I know this is kind of a weird comparison, but a lot of beatdown decks kind of use Barbs as like that crutch card. Maybe Barbs or Evo Valk is a better example. They use the card to be like that 1 or 2 ground cards in the deck that really do what all the defense. Like the Valk does all the defense in lava decks alongside guards. The Barbs do a lot of defense in like E-Golem decks and Golem decks. The Berserker's just not thick enough. Don't take that the wrong way. But she's just not like, I don't know, she's not that insane. She doesn't do too much. And it feels like she almost has a lack of damage sometimes, but she still fits in pretty much every deck. But you might have to like think of her less as like this defensive staple card and more of a card that is just replacing things like the goblins or the bomber. Now that's what I kind of look at it as. I think she's going to be a good replacement for like the ooh, did he predict my hogs with that? Damn, Michael, okay. I don't know if he actually did that, but I mean the Berserker's like it looks like it's just not doing anything. It's taking 15 hits to kill a Royal Hog. I mean, I don't know. I think she needs a damage buff. I think she definitely needs a damage buff, but I mean, I don't know. Right now, she seems like kind of what you'd expect like goblins to do or bomber to do. And I think she fits decently well in like piggies, and so I'm trying them out first because piggies don't really have that mini tank. So it kind of takes it to the next level because think about it, we're replacing skeletons. And what does the skeletons do for us that we can't do with this Berserker? You know, the Berserker's going to be able to tank for us. So that's kind of nice. Oh god, my queen! My queen's gone. She's not coming back. Okay, but I mean, the 3-card cycle's fine here. As far as offense goes, the Berserker's just... I mean, look, she's going to get to the tower there. Honestly, for 2 Elixir, that's not half bad. I just don't see her getting to the tower in a lot of circumstances. So, let's try and break through here. I mean, what I feel like we could use in this deck is she'd be a pretty good distraction. She seems like one of the best distracting units in the game because not only, like, you can't rely on her to kill an entire push or anything like that, but as you can see, she's distracting that. She's going to come over here, distract this Lumberjack. I mean, after all, we kind of still take a little bit of damage there. We're going to go Ice Spirit last second here, get another Berserker down, but she feels like she's just doing a good job at her role. She's not flashy. She's not, like, the craziest card I've ever seen, but she's doing a decent job. So, you know what? I can't hate. Actually, I can hate. But I have nothing to hate about. I mean, the card's just kind of... You probably could use a little buff. But as far as, you know, the Rune Giant went, I mean, at least this deck feels like you can... Or this card feels like you can actually put it in different decks. So that's fun. Because the Rune Giant was just abysmal, and you could still only play it in, like, one deck. So, yeah, I mean, I feel like if you're not trying to rely on her to be that one card that's, like, carrying your offense, I don't know. I think she'll be fine. We're not... Classic Chokemar isn't back, right? We're fine here, right? Is Chokemar back? Oh, Chokemar's back. So I'm going to try her out in Hog X-Bow because I feel like this is the type of deck that you could really see her shine in. Like, I know we already have the Valk, but she feels like that card where you can replace maybe a Swarm card like Guards or Goblins or something. And, I mean, yeah, we could see how she does. Looks like Night Witch. I'm not sure what he's playing. I think it's like E-Golem or some other type of beatdown deck. We'll see. But I mean, Hog X-Bow is just, overall, it's a pretty cool deck. I've actually been trying to pick it up a little bit recently. It's been a massive failure, but you don't talk about that, okay? So, yeah, he looks like he is going to be playing Golem. The Berserker, I really am interested to see how she does against the... yeah, I really want to see how she does against these. Like, I feel what the Valkyrie did there, I could have done with the Berserker for cheaper and kind of got away with having more on offense there, but that works. I want to see how she does against Golem, because she doesn't have that much damage, but again, I could probably be pretty aggressive and get away with just using maybe one Berserker and maybe an Ice Spirit or a NATO on defense and see how it does, so... doesn't look like she's... I mean, we'll just go with this here. I missed the bat tanking, but, like, honestly, that's fine. It's only 2 Elixir. She's gonna tank a hit for my Hog here. I kind of ignore her on defense. Maybe I just... Yeah, maybe I just drop a log last second here. that's not too shabby. I mean, we got a hit out of that, so that's not too bad. We'll give up this Mega Minion shot too, but ultimately, I mean, I really want to know what your guys' thoughts are so far. I mean, I know we haven't shown her too much, but you can kind of get a general gist of the card. What do you guys think of her? Do you think she's balanced? Do you think she needs a buff? I think she could, I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see her against a Golem push, but I think she could use a buff. I'm actually going to take this rocket here. Very thankful. Thank you. I'm not dealing with that card. Not today. I've had a bad day. So, we'll see if he can get any tornado value here. It doesn't look like it. I probably could have, actually, but I don't play tornadoes, guys. As you may have witnessed if you were stopping by for our E-Giant Insanity run. Like, dude, for 2 Elixir, she's doing that? I mean, she's just going to full-on stop that, where normally I'd probably have to use, like, I don't know, a knight or something? Like, that's not bad at all, dude. That's not half bad. Okay, so here's where we're going to see her time to shine. We're going to get the second little thing there. I don't think we need to respond to this any farther. Just go with the Berserker here. This is tricky. I want to try and get some rocket values, but I don't know if we're going to be able to do that. Yeah, let's just throw this down here. Get this nice little rocket. Ooh, that was cold. Okay, we'll go Ice Spirit over here. We'll go with a nice Valkyrie too. And as you can see, he's trying to play her on offense. I really just don't see her getting that much offensive value, to be honest. I mean, even in this deck, she's kind of just... She's just meh. Like, she's not doing that much. I mean, it's not like she's not doing that much. She's a 2 Elixir card. She's not doing that. She's not supposed to do that much, but I don't know. It's kind of a little underwhelming, I guess. That's the perfect word for it. Is Omar going to be a upcoming tornado player? Because that was kind of cold. Nope. You're coming over here. Yeah, and I mean, as far as the Evo Lumberjack goes, I mean, it's been annoying at times. He has a Goblin Curse. It's been annoying at times to try and use the, like, to deal with it, but I feel like you can kite it pretty easily, so it's not that bad. Get the Night Witch targeted on that, and then we'll just wrap it up. So it's like, I don't know, she's alright, but I mean, I feel like at the same time, she fills up a role that most decks already have. So right now, the Berserker does look like she's kind of best in bait decks and cycle decks, just so you can play her more. The problem with, honestly, the problem with her, she doesn't do enough damage. She just doesn't. To, like, replace her with a DPS dealing card or a mini tank, she has to give you that good damage. She's kind of a hybrid right now that does neither of the two very effectively, if that makes sense at all. So, like, she's gonna be like a decent tank here, and then she just dies too quickly without doing much damage. And, I mean, we're not asking for something crazy, you know? We're not asking for, like, this card to be insane, right? She's only 2 Elixir, but still, at the same time, it feels like she's kind of just too weak. Especially on offense, doesn't really do anything. I mean, here she'll actually get a couple of hits in. And you could see the potential, right? I think all she needs is probably a small buff to make her pretty viable in most decks, but we can still try and get the most value out of her right now. Now, I think she's going to go well with, like, tanking for my Dark Goblin and allowing me to be really aggressive and then playing her for cheap. That's the thing with these, like, cheap cards. If you want to use them in certain decks, you have to be able to be aggressive and then get away with defending with the Berserker or something. Like, that's what a lot of beatdown players that use Bomber do. They use, like, really aggressive playstyles and then just prevent themselves from getting 3 crown by using a Bomber or something. That's kind of what I'm trying to do with the Berserker, but she honestly just doesn't... she's not doing too much right now. So, we'll go Berserker here. We'll go with the Evo Ice Spirit and then just normal Ice Spirit, sorry. Try and kill this thing. She's going to hold out against the Lumberjack for a couple seconds. I mean, if you got Elixir to spend, then she's not that bad. I mean, we're going to see her counter a Drill here. She takes 3 hits. Yeah, she definitely needs to take less than 3 hits to kill goblins. That feels excessive. But, I mean, for 2 Elixir, we defended the Drill for 3 Elixir? I guess not half bad. I feel like she's just a little on the weaker side. We'll try and see if we can get back to another one to defend and tank for this Golden Knight while we get Dark Gob value. I'll send this over here so it doesn't kill or get killed by the Bomb Tower. Yeah, let's go Berserker over here, see if that can't be good enough to tank here. I don't even think we need that log. Maybe we just need time to tweak and, like, find out what deck she works in. Because, like, Loki, I see the vision. I really do. She's getting some good value in these games. We just have to focus up, blocking. Some good defense. And oh, Michael doesn't stop with the Evo Lumberjacks. Now, that card is something else, dude. That needs a nerf, bro. ASAP. Like, she's tanky enough to, like, tank these goblin hits. So it's, like, not that big of a deal. We're going to go back to another one. He's going to tank for this Lumberjack. I mean, I guess she barely didn't tank for him, but we would have only taken, like, 1 hit anyways. So that's not too bad at all. Send a Dark Goblin up here. Honestly, get this going just to, like, make it so I don't have to deal with the counter push. We get a bunch of damage over there on that left side. We can just go Ice Spirit. And I mean, with decks like this, we're kind of just feasting, bro. And we'll go over here. Dark Goblin low. Go Log. She's kind of getting close to the tower, so it's a little bit scary. Ranged is kind of scary. We'll get another Berserker down. And I mean, honestly, defending this is kind of crazy. I'm surprised we're kind of defending this right now. Not going to be defending it for much longer, but as you can see, it's like she's not really that much of a viable option. I'm not sure how much of this was because of the Lumberjack just being really good, but she's just, I don't know. She's missing something. Let me know in the comments what you think she could use as a buff. How do you like this card? Do you think she's balanced? Maybe I'm just playing her wrong. And what deck are you going to try to use her in if you do end up using her?